What if the one thing you've been trying to erase is actually the proof that you've survived, conquered, and grown into someone worth celebrating? In today's video on Positivity Perks, we're flipping the script on aging and wrinkles and showing you the truth about what your face really reveals, not flaws, but triumph. This isn't about anti-aging. This is about pro-survival. And it might just change the way you see yourself forever. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just fall in love with your reflection again. Let's talk about wrinkles. Yep, I said it. The fine lines, the forehead creases, the smile dents, those little crow's feet fluttering around your eyes, and the neck folds that show up like surprise guests to a dinner party you never planned. Society has done a heck of a job trying to convince us they're ugly, that they need creams, lasers, injections, filters, and Photoshop, that we're somehow less than if our face dares to show the audacity of existing past the age of 35. But the truth no one is shouting from the rooftops is this: every wrinkle is a badge of honor. A story carved into your skin not by failure, but by survival. Each one is a little history book, a tiny etching of a moment you didn't just live through, you conquered. These lines didn't show up because you were lounging on a beach sipping mango smoothies with a spa cucumber over your eyes. Number, you earned them. You earned them staying up late comforting your sick child. You earned them pacing the living room worrying about how to make the mortgage. You earned them taking risks, fighting for your dreams, grieving losses, riding emotional roller coasters, and still waking up to face the next day with your feet on the floor and hope in your chest. Wrinkles are the receipts of your resilience. Right now in 2025, people are learning just how much they can endure. Take, for example, that 48-year-old woman in Ohio who recently shared her story in a viral Reddit thread. She had been at her job for over 2 decades until her company did what so many are doing now: restructured. Translation: replaced humans with AI tools and left employees scrambling. Instead of panicking, she decided to adapt. She spent a week crash coursing herself on Canva, Notion, ChatGPT, and digital marketing just to stay relevant. She joked, "I haven't squinted this much since my kids lost the remote in 2006. That squint? That turned into a permanent line. But that line tells a bigger story. It says she refused to be left behind. That wrinkle didn't come from weakness. It came from strength, from bravery, from saying, "Not today, AI, not today." The world is throwing curveballs faster than ever. From economic uncertainty to tech evolution to mental burnout and climate panic, it's a lot. But you're still here, you're still showing up, and your face knows it. That crease between your brows? You earned it thinking deeply about hard things. The smile lines around your mouth, from finding laughter even in the middle of chaos. That soft droop around your eyes, from years of sleepless nights caring for others more than you cared for yourself. Your face isn't aging, it's remembering. You see, we tend to view aging as a problem to solve rather than a journey to honor. We measure it in skin elasticity instead of stories. But what if we started flipping that script in our homes, our marriages, our parenting, and even our businesses? What if parents started telling their kids, "This wrinkle right here, that's from the day you were born. I smiled so hard, I carved a memory right into my cheek." What if business owners looked in the mirror and said, "These lines? They're from every risk I took, every deal I almost lost, and every late night I worked to make payroll." And here's something powerful to remember. Your kids are watching. They're watching how you talk about your appearance, about your body, about aging. Every time you say something negative about your wrinkles, your gray hairs, your stretch marks, they learn that beauty is a race against time. But when you speak kindly to yourself, when you appreciate the evidence of your growth, your kids learn that aging isn't a curse, it's a celebration. We're trained to think aging is the enemy, that the second we look older, we lose value. But here's the paradox. We admire the heck out of ancient trees, weathered mountaintops, and antique furniture, but turn on ourselves the moment our cheeks stop bouncing like they did at 25. Why? Why do we worship time on everything else, but fear it in our own mirror? The truth is, your face tells the story of your timeline, not your deadline. It's not counting down, it's counting the moments you refuse to quit. You don't get worry lines from being careless. You get them because you care. Now let's talk marriage for a moment. Being married means watching someone change in slow motion. You notice the softening of features, the graying at the temples, the lines that deepen from laughter or stress. But that's the beauty of building a life together. Those changes aren't signs of decline. They're signs of history, of shared milestones, of partnership. Lucky, you'll get to watch each other wrinkle, gray, evolve. And that, friends, is intimacy on a whole new level. And yes, aging is universal, the most democratic process on the planet. Doesn't matter if you're a millionaire or still trying to figure out how to pay for gas and groceries in the same week. Wrinkles come for us all. Even your favorite actress, believe it or not, is aging. She's just got better lighting and an entourage of dermatologists. But beneath all the glitz, she's still human, just like you. And if she can get older, so can the rest of us, with pride. So here's a wild thought. What if we started wearing our wrinkles like tattoos? What if they were celebrated instead of criticized? Imagine a world where someone leans in and says, "Oh wow, I love that laugh line. Did you get that during your Europe trip or your child's high school graduation?" Or someone complimenting your furrowed brow like it's a battle scar. Dude, that's a solid one. Looks like you've seen some stuff. It's funny, but also, why not? If tattoos are visual stories on skin, then wrinkles are the original ink. Because think about it. That crow's foot didn't show up because you were miserable. It showed up because you smiled with your whole face for decades. That neck crease? From staring down at your phone while reading uplifting text that got you through another lonely afternoon. That brow furrow? From deciding not to give up, even when your world felt like it was unraveling. Would you erase those moments if it meant erasing the wrinkle? Didn't think so. Let's go even deeper. Wrinkles are proof of time. But not just time passed, time survived, time invested, time given to other people, to purpose, to growth. That's what makes them sacred. They are etched from love, from service, from every tear you wiped from a child's face or your own, from every all-nighter you pulled to chase your dream or help your partner finish theirs, from every walk around the block you took to clear your mind instead of saying something you'd regret. These marks don't make you less. They prove you've been more alive, more real, more present in your pain and power. You've stood in delivery rooms, signed divorce papers, hugged your child through heartbreak, stayed up late for homework projects that weren't even yours, navigated job layoffs, learned new technologies, forgave people who didn't deserve it, and somehow still found a way to keep believing in tomorrow. That's not damage. That's a masterpiece in motion. And let's be real, along the way you've picked up a lot of wisdom too. Like how to parallel park under pressure, or which store brand ice cream is just as good as the expensive stuff, or how duct tape and determination can fix about 80% of life's problems. Or that the people who truly matter couldn't care less whether your eyes have lines. They care whether those eyes see them with kindness. So now, let's flip the questions. Instead of asking, how can I make myself look younger? Try asking, why am I afraid of looking like I've lived? Would you judge your best friend for the lines around her eyes? Then why are you judging yourself for yours? Who taught you that being young was the only way to be worthy? And have you ever even met a truly joyful, peaceful young person who wasn't still trying to figure it all out? What if we stopped seeing age as a problem and started seeing it as a privilege? Every single day, someone doesn't get the chance to grow older. Every year you get to keep adding chapters to your story is a year you've defied the odds. You don't need to reverse the signs of aging. You need to reclaim them. Because those lines on your face, they are the physical proof of your emotional journey. They're there because you kept going. They're the fingerprints of joy, sorrow, growth, healing, rebuilding, resilience, humor, heartbreak, gratitude, and grit. Want to talk beauty? There's nothing more beautiful than someone who's lived long enough to stop pretending and start owning their story. So the next time you catch your reflection and instinctively reach for that imaginary eraser, pause, look closer, see the warrior, see the survivor, see the miracle. Smile at yourself, really smile, and let every line light up like a neon sign screaming, "I made it." You're not falling apart, you're aging into your power. You've earned your face. Wear it like the legacy it is. And remember, your face doesn't need fixing. The only thing that ever needed healing was your perspective. So go ahead, laugh until your sides ache, cry when it's real, squint at the sun because the view is still worth it. Love so deeply that it leaves a mark. Because every wrinkle on your face, that's your survival story. And damn, what a story it is. If this video made you think differently, feel seen, or helped you shift your perspective even just a little bit, please hit that like button, subscribe to Positivity Perks, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. We post daily positive thoughts, motivation, and real talk for real people. Until next time, remember, you're not getting older, you're getting stronger.